Avocados and Insulin Sensitivity, Nutrition Insights for the Elderly. The silent guardian of your blood sugar. Have you ever wondered why some foods seem to send your blood sugar on a roller coaster, while others keep it steady as a summer breeze? At 73, Martha noticed her energy levels dropping after meals, especially when she ate her favorite white bread sandwiches. Her doctor mentioned something about insulin sensitivity, a term that sounded complicated but would become the key to transforming her golden years. What if I told you that one delicious fruit, technically a berry, could help your body process sugar more efficiently and potentially lower your risk of developing type 2 diabetes? This isn't about taking another pill or following a restrictive diet. It's about embracing a creamy, nutrient-dense food that might already be sitting in your kitchen. I'm Dr. David Walker, a senior health and psychological wellness expert with over 30 years of experience helping older adults not just add years to their lives, but add life to their years. Today, I'm going to show you why avocados might be one of the most overlooked allies for blood sugar management as we age. Important medical disclaimer. The information in this video is educational in nature and not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you have diabetes, take medications, or have other health conditions. Every person's body responds differently to foods. The aging metabolism. Why insulin sensitivity matters after 60. Have you noticed how your body processes food differently now than it did decades ago? That extra slice of pie that once had no effect now seems to linger in your system, leaving you feeling sluggish hours later. There's a biological reason for this, and understanding it could transform your health journey. As we age, our bodies naturally experience changes in how they process glucose, the sugar that fuels our cells. Around age 60, many people develop what scientists call insulin resistance. Think of insulin as the key that unlocks your cells to let glucose in. With insulin resistance, these keys don't work as well, leaving sugar circulating in your bloodstream instead of entering your cells where it's needed. It's like having a full gas tank but a clogged fuel line. Plenty of energy available, but it's not getting where it needs to go. This metabolic shift isn't just about feeling tired after meals. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that insulin resistance is associated with increased risk of serious health conditions, including heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline, all concerns that become more pressing as we age. In fact, a 2019 study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that insulin resistance in older adults was associated with decreased brain function and increased risk of cognitive impairment. Robert, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Colorado, experienced this firsthand. "I always had boundless energy," he told me during a consultation. "But suddenly, I was taking naps after lunch and feeling foggy-headed most afternoons." His doctor found his fasting blood sugar was creeping up, not high enough for a diabetes diagnosis, but heading in that concerning direction. His reading of 108 milligrams DL placed him firmly in the pre-diabetic range, a warning sign that his body was struggling with insulin sensitivity. What many people don't realize is that this metabolic shift isn't inevitable. While some aspects of aging are beyond our control, how our bodies manage blood sugar is remarkably responsive to lifestyle factors, particularly nutrition. And this is where avocados enter our story. But before we dive into the science of avocados, I want you to understand just how prevalent this issue is. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 48% of adults age 65 and older in the United States have prediabetes, nearly half of our senior population. Yet only about 1 in 10 knows they have it. This silent condition often progresses to type 2 diabetes without intervention, but simple dietary changes can significantly alter this trajectory. Let's pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and consider, when was the last time you felt truly energized throughout your entire day? What foods were you eating around that time? Has your energy changed as you've gotten older? Before we continue, I want you to take a moment and consider your own energy patterns. Do you notice dips in focus or energy after certain meals? These could be important clues about your own insulin sensitivity. Perhaps you feel sluggish after a bagel breakfast, but energized after an egg breakfast. These patterns aren't random. They're valuable data points about how your unique body responds to different foods. Now, let's explore how one remarkable fruit might help address this common but often overlooked aspect of aging. The answer might be greener than you think. The avocado advantage, nature's perfect formula for stable blood sugar. When most people think of avocados, they picture guacamole at a party, or perhaps avocado toast at a trendy cafe. But beneath that creamy green exterior lies a powerhouse of nutrients, specifically beneficial for older adults concerned about blood sugar management. What makes avocados so special for insulin sensitivity? Let me break down the science in practical terms. First, avocados contain a unique fat profile dominated by monounsaturated fatty acids, MUFAs, the same healthy fats found in olive oil that benefit heart health. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2020 demonstrated that daily avocado consumption resulted in improved blood glucose regulation. The researchers found that these healthy fats actually help your cells respond better to insulin, essentially repairing those cellular locks that become rusty with age. Research Spotlight. A 2018 study published in the journal Nutrients examined 31 adults with varying levels of insulin sensitivity. After just 12 weeks of daily avocado consumption, participants showed an average 13% improvement in insulin response and a significant reduction in post-meal blood sugar spikes compared to the control group. What's particularly remarkable is that the most dramatic improvements were seen in participants over age 60, suggesting that older adults may benefit even more from avocado consumption than younger populations. Second, avocados are rich in fiber, about 7 grams in a typical fruit. This isn't just any fiber. It's a mix of both soluble and insoluble types that work together to slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Think of it as the difference between pouring water through a fine mesh strainer versus dumping it through at once. The fiber creates a controlled, steady release of energy rather than a sudden surge. But there's more to the avocado story. These green powerhouses also contain an impressive array of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that further support metabolic health. One particular compound, AVO-B, avocatin B, has been studied at the University of Guelph for its ability to inhibit cellular processes that typically lead to diabetes. The researchers found that AVO-B could help the body burn glucose more efficiently and improve insulin sensitivity at the cellular level. Eleanor, an 82-year-old patient of mine, was skeptical when I first suggested incorporating avocado into her daily diet. At my age, I don't need to be trying new things, she insisted. But after 3 months of having half an avocado with her breakfast, her fasting blood sugar dropped from 126 milligrams DL to 107 milligrams DL, moving from diabetic range to pre-diabetic range. More importantly to Eleanor, she noticed she could play with her great-grandchildren for longer without feeling exhausted. I used to need to rest after 20 minutes, she told me, but now I can keep up with them for nearly an hour. Here's what's particularly remarkable about avocados. Unlike many health foods that require complex preparation or unusual ingredients, avocados are accessible, versatile, and simple to incorporate into everyday meals. You don't need to be a gourmet chef or shop at specialty stores. Just a ripe avocado and perhaps a sprinkle of salt is enough to begin reaping the benefits. Visual guide. Selecting the perfect avocado. Too firm? The avocado isn't ready yet. It feels solid with no give when gently squeezed. Store it at room temperature for 2 to 3 Dalton's eyes. Yield slightly to gentle pressure? Perfect. This is ready to eat today or tomorrow. The skin should still be dark but not wrinkled. Very soft or with dented skin. Use immediately or refrigerate for 1 to 2 Daltons is maximum. Check inside for brown spots. Pro tip: remove the small stem cap at the top. If it comes away easily and is green underneath, it's perfect. Brown means it's overripe. Ripening trick. Speed up ripening by placing avocados in a paper bag with a banana or apple. The natural ethylene gas will accelerate the process. Let's take another moment to reflect. What small change could you incorporate avocados into your routine, starting tomorrow? Perhaps adding slices to your morning eggs or replacing that mayonnaise on your sandwich. Visualize that change and how it might fit into your life. I'm curious. Have you tried avocados regularly before? If not, would you consider giving them a 2-week trial in your diet to see how you feel? Sometimes the simplest changes yield the most noticeable results. And my clinical experience suggests that many seniors begin noticing improvements in energy levels within just 5 to 7 Daltons.Ys of regular avocado consumption. In our next segment, I'll share exactly how much avocado is recommended for optimal benefits and practical ways to incorporate it into your daily routine, even if you've never been a fan of its taste or texture before. Stay with me, because this could be the missing piece in your health puzzle. The perfect dose. How much avocado is right for you? But Dr. Walker, you might be thinking, aren't avocados high in calories? Won't eating them make me gain weight? This is perhaps the most common concern I hear when recommending avocados to my older patients. Let me address this head-on with some surprising research. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that participants who consumed 1 avocado daily for 12 weeks showed improved insulin sensitivity without significant weight gain. In fact, some participants actually reported feeling fuller longer and naturally ate less at subsequent meals. The reason? That powerful combination of healthy fats and fiber creates a sustained feeling of satisfaction that processed carbohydrates simply cannot match. Let's look at some specific numbers. A 2021 randomized controlled trial involving 105 adults with overweight or obesity found that those consuming 1 avocado daily for 6 months did not gain more weight than the control group, despite adding approximately 200 calories to their daily intake. The researchers hypothesized that the avocado's effect on satiety likely caused participants to unconsciously reduce calories from other sources. So, what's the ideal amount to consume? Based on the latest research and my clinical experience, I recommend starting with half an avocado daily for most seniors. This provides approximately 160 calories, 15 grams of heart-healthy fats, and about 7 grams of fiber, a nutritional profile that supports insulin sensitivity without overwhelming your caloric needs. By the numbers. Avocado's nutritional profile. Half an avocado. Calories, 160. Fiber, 7g, 25% of daily needs for adults over 60. Potassium, 345 milligrams, more than a small banana. Folate, 81 mg, 20% of your daily needs. Vitamin E, 2 milligrams, 13% of recommended daily intake. Magnesium, 19.5 milligrams, supports over 300 enzyme reactions in your body. Vitamin K, 14 mg, important for bone health. Vitamin C, 5 milligrams. Antioxidant support. For Margaret, a 71-year-old patient with prediabetes, this approach was transformative. I was terrified of fats my entire life, she confessed during our first meeting. Like many in her generation, Margaret had lived through decades of low-fat diet recommendations, only to develop the very conditions these diets claim to prevent. After incorporating half an avocado into her daily breakfast for 6 months, her A1C level, a measure of long-term blood sugar control, dropped from 6.3% to 5.8%, moving her out of the pre-diabetic range. Her doctor was so impressed that he asked what changes she had made to her routine. Timing matters too. Research suggests consuming avocado with carbohydrate-containing meals helps blunt the blood sugar response to those carbs. A 2018 study in the journal Molecular Nutrition and Food Research found that adding avocado to a high-carbohydrate meal reduced the post-meal insulin spike by nearly 43% compared to the same meal without avocado. Think of adding avocado slices to your morning toast or incorporating it into your lunch sandwich. This strategic pairing allows the avocado to act as a metabolic buffer, preventing the sharp rises and falls in blood sugar that contribute to energy crashes and increased insulin resistance over time. Visual guide. Easy ways to prepare avocado. 1. Simple slices. Cut around the pit lengthwise. Twist apart. Remove pit tap knife into pit and twist. Scoop out flesh with spoon. Slice into thin wedges or cubes. 2. Quick mash. Same as above, but mash with fork and add pinch of salt and perhaps a squeeze of lemon or lime to prevent browning. 3. Avocado cups. After halving and removing pit, leave flesh and skin and fill center with tuna, egg, or cottage cheese for a quick, nutritious meal. 4. Storage tip. Keep unused half with pit in. Rub cut surface with lemon juice or olive oil. Wrap tightly in plastic wrap. Refrigerate for 1 to 2 Daltons is. For those who don't particularly enjoy avocado's taste or texture, I've found success with these practical approaches. Blend ripe avocado into smoothies. The creamy texture enhances the drink, while the other flavors mask the avocado taste. Mash it with a little lime juice and use as a spread to replace mayonnaise on sandwiches. Dice it into small pieces and mix into scrambled eggs. The eggs disguise the texture while you still get the benefits. Add it to soups just before serving. It adds creaminess without a distinct flavor. Important note: if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin, talk to your doctor before significantly increasing avocado consumption, as its vitamin K content might affect your medication. Additionally, those with latex allergies should be cautious, as avocados contain some of the same proteins. Let's pause once more. Think about your typical breakfast or lunch. How might you incorporate avocado into that meal in a way that feels natural to you? Perhaps replacing butter on toast or adding slices to your usual lunch salad. Would you be willing to experiment with one of these methods this week? Even small, consistent changes can yield significant results when it comes to stabilizing blood sugar. Many of my patients find that tracking their energy levels before and after meals can provide motivation to continue with these simple changes. Before we continue to the final section, here's something to consider. What's one meal you eat regularly that could be improved by adding avocado? Remember this thought, as it might be your first step toward better insulin sensitivity. Now, let's bring everything together and explore how avocados fit into a comprehensive approach to healthy aging. A new chapter in your health story. Throughout my 3 decades of working with seniors, I've witnessed countless transformations, but few are as profound as watching someone reclaim their energy and vitality after years of struggling with blood sugar issues. The journey always begins with a single step, often as simple as adding one nutrient-dense food to their plate. I remember Thomas, an 86-year-old veteran who came to me feeling defeated. "I've outlived 2 wars," he said with tears in his eyes, "but I can't seem to win the battle with my own body." Thomas was taking multiple medications for diabetes, yet still experienced debilitating afternoon crashes that left him unable to pursue his passion for woodworking, the activity that gave his retirement meaning and connected him to treasured memories of working alongside his father in Ain, their family workshop. We started with just a quarter of an avocado daily, mixed into his morning omelet. 6 months later, not only had his doctor reduced 2 of his medications, but Thomas had completed a rocking chair for his newest great-grandchild. His blood glucose readings had stabilized from wildly fluctuating between 70 to 180 mg/dl to a much steadier range of 90 to 130 mg/dl. "It's not just about living longer," he told me with renewed purpose in his eyes. "It's about living better with the time we have." Your story might be different from Thomas's, but the potential for transformation is just as real. Whether you're currently managing diabetes, concerned about prediabetes, or simply wanting to maintain your metabolic health as you age, the humble avocado offers a practical, delicious tool in your wellness toolkit. Comprehensive medical disclaimer. The information shared in this video is based on scientific research and clinical experience, but is not personalized medical advice. Every individual has unique health circumstances. If you currently take medication for diabetes or other conditions, have kidney disease or other chronic conditions, have allergies to avocados or related foods, such as latex allergies, experience digestive issues or difficulty digesting fats, have gallbladder issues, please consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes. This video does not replace professional medical consultation, diagnosis, or treatment. Individual results may vary. Here's what I want you to remember. Aging doesn't have to mean accepting declining energy or increasing medication. Small strategic nutritional choices, like incorporating avocados for insulin sensitivity, can create profound ripple effects throughout your entire health picture. Journal Research Summary. Journal of Nutrition, 2020. Daily avocado consumption improved insulin sensitivity by 15% in adults over 50. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2018. Substituting avocado for refined carbohydrates reduced post-meal insulin demand by 37%. Diabetes Care, 2019. Monounsaturated fats from avocados showed specific benefits for peripheral glucose uptake compared to other fat sources. Nutrients, 2021. Regular avocado consumption associated with improved metabolic markers in adults aged 65 plus. If you found value in today's discussion, I'd be honored if you'd take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. When you hit that notification bell, you'll be first to know when we share more evidence-based strategies for thriving in your golden years. And please, don't keep this information to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about who's navigating life after 60. The gift of knowledge is one of the most powerful forms of love we can offer. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you noticed changes in your energy levels after meals as you've grown older? Have you tried incorporating avocados or other foods for better blood sugar control? Your experiences might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear to begin their own journey toward better health. Remember, at any age, your body is listening to the choices you make. With each nutrient-dense food you add to your plate, you're saying, "I value you. I'm investing in our future together." And your body will respond with the most precious gift of all, the energy and vitality to fully enjoy the life you've worked so hard to build. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I'm Dr. David Walker, and I'm committed to helping you not just add years to your life, but add life to your years.